because they say the second shot is the worst for the symptoms and stuff. So
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, the
So-
J&J only gets one shot, so it's probably a pretty hefty.
Yeah, so it's probably just like it's like the first one and second one combined, but just for a few days, which I'd much rather, because then you're just like once to the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, especially when, oh my God, I hated going through the lines and stuff because I was like, I'm trying to leave and I'm hugging the fence line and people entering just literally walking straight at me. And I'm like, no. And I got bumped into by two people and a guy in a scooter. And I'm like, well, how is this social distancing?
It's not. They don't care.
People don't care.
If you think people care, then you're naive.
I am.
I don't know.
Then again, I almost went off on my uncle the other day when he was like, he said something about,
Mark's crazy.
yeah, something about Trump loves us or something like that. And I was like, excuse me, I think I just threw up my mouth.
But like Jesus loves you, sort of.
I guess. I don't
Because
know.
the Bible tells you so, right?
That's some fucked up cult, man. That is a fucked up cult.
The cult of Trump or the cult of Jesus?
They're one and the
Pick.
same these days.
Oh God. Oh God.
All right. So on that note, this is
On that note,
this is our weekly Bloodwars of Sanguera stream. We are on season 4, episode 4, on the road again, getting into some shenanigans.
on the road again.
Shenanigans.
Where one day we might be fighting some demons and the next day making bargains with them.
Right.
We just can't tell which way we're going to go.
So the question of the
Honestly.
week is, what happened to you during the downtime week that you had to explain when you came back to the group? And I believe Loston was first. So why don't you hit that, Loston?
All right. Boston has been going on and on about this one passenger that looked exactly like Miles. So much so that he almost took Loston's head off when Loston kept coming at him saying that he wasn't going to fall for the gag. Turns out the guy was just some aristocrat from some world named Titlebin and was traveling for work as an accountant, as if Miles couldn't get any lamer. Jab, jab, jab.
Mistaken identity.
Jab, jab, jab.
Oh, there you are, Tristan. I haven't heard. You went quiet, so I was like, "Where'd you go?"
I've been muted because I got noise here.
Got it.
Tristan's Thursday party or Tuesday party?
You always
Everyday
got,
party,
you always
isn't
got
it?
people over.
All right.
It's always a party at Tristan's house. I want to go over there
Some.
some more.
Yes. Some left the party. Oh, I was just as the your basic party fighter. And currently in kind of a racial identity crisis.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's got a height issue. He feels like he's too tall.
Some left the party on the first morning of downtime week with freshly shaved cheeks and chin, but then came back the next afternoon with a fully grown untrimmed beard trailing down his chest. After receiving strange looks, comments, compliments, and a few accusations of prosthetics, some chided them and said he'd always struggled with being just too much of a man for his peers, and teased a few of them for not having the same facial hair struggles. A couple of the team members, having pointed out the shiny new belt of Womankind, did realize this is a side effect of the attunement. Some left them all off and headed for the local barber to get a trim and braid his brand new locks.
That's good
He's
stuff.
also noticeably shorter.
Huh.
So what are you, 6'1" now?
No,
It's
probably
none of
more
your
like
business,
5.
Tao.
5 something.
Damn. Like I asked her age or something. Jeez.
All right, Miles.
Hello. I'm playing half orc war cleric, basically a barbarian but with magic. Not much happened to Miles that he had to explain to the party, but he bragged to Roger the whole time Roger was just trying to spend quality time with his family about all the preaching he did outside of Roger's church.
That's awesome.
All right, Sombra.
So Sombra was de-stressing from the major conflicts of the past several days and decided to hang out in a hookah bar for most of the week, getting high on magic mushrooms and jamming out to pan flute techno, which is the latest music hit to hit this plane of existence. As I was still listening to said music as we speak.
Roger.
It's Roger's turn, and he found the button to unmute. When Roger got back from his week of downtime in the city of Sigil, he had a saintly blue halo surrounding his head like a bonnet. He insisted that his relationship with Chalchihuitlique was strictly professional, viewing the god as a powerful business associate, nothing more, and her blessing merely a means to an end, restoring their homeworld. Wave could take that either way, but that's probably as good as it's going to get with Roger. That could even acknowledges the gods as something of a concession. It just doesn't do well to encourage them. I mean, yes, they exist, but you don't have to go around believing in them.
I'm at a loss for Wave.
Yeah.
Wave has nothing to say for once.
I mean, I think Wave should be proud that it got through to Roger to that degree. The man's an atheist in a world where the gods are profoundly real.
All right,
I
Art.
believe that's called denial.
Be just 1 second.
No worries.
Just doesn't do to encourage them, I'm telling you. You start believing in the gods, and then what's next? Having faith in them? Jesus Christ.
As he pops up and goes, yes?
Jesus, you're canonical in Dungeons & Dragons? This is news to me.
Could be.
Earth is canonical in D&D.
Yeah.
It's been mentioned in several books.
I fucking can't.
It's just a world without magic.
Yes, world. Boring.
My God.
All right. I guess we'll move on then.
So yeah, I'm making an order right now, so I'll be like a minute.
All right. So, Ark, who is our wild mage sorcerer. Ark was deep in his studies and paperwork, making scrolls for his party that he needed a break for the last day. However, a touch of bad luck led to offending a barmaid while inebriated. The last didn't all too much like his advances, and a little breath from the apparent half-black dragon left him without eyebrows for the moment. He wrote in his notebook, note to self, flirt only before the third bottle in Sigil. Nice.
Probably always a good decision, not just in Sigil.
Yeah. Well, it's usually worked for the past before. It's just that he's never really, had
The only time
pleasure
that
of-
works is when she's just as drunk.
Right, and not
Or-
the
Yeah,
barmaid.
exactly.
There.
And like in the material plane, there aren't a lot of half dragons, so a lot less constitution in them. And I just got a combination pizza, so I'm excited.
Nice.
That sounds good. I had a tuna fish sandwich for dinner.
Yum.
No, not something.
All right, so we are in Bard's Gate. Let's go ahead and pull you guys over here.
That's right. We ended up going to that other prime material plane, Geb, and
Correct.
this is where we think a Sararak, the Lich King, is hiding.
Right.
So we need to scout out his dungeon where he's chilling. We need to figure out what the layout is like, and we need to get as much info on it as we can before we actually go in, because by all accounts, it is a death trap.
Sounds like him.
We could send in an owl that's invisible to go scouting inside.
Well, we don't know where
We
it is
don't
yet.
know where it is.
No,
We're just in a town. We're just in a town.
That's
and
item
in
1
this
on the
plane.
agenda.
Right.
We
find
just
it.
know that it's on this plane, right? We don't know if it's.
Yes, correct.
Well, somebody's got
We
all
don't
the inside
technically.
information.
I'm trying to think if there's a spell that can be used to locate him by using the what's it called?
Scry?
Right.
We could scry his location.
He probably has defenses about it, but it's worth a try.
You guys think we should try to scry his ass?
Yeah, let's try it.
That'll definitely let him know we're here.
If he
Let's go somewhere where we can skedaddle and go to another part of the town so that we get traced.
well,
You don't
does
wanna
he know
scry in
where
the
we're
park?
coming?
Yeah.
Crystal ball. Look into my crystal ball.
The worst part is if we had
Saturday, scrying.
non-detect for everybody. It would be nice.
Say again.
It'd be nice if we had non-detect for everybody, because then you can scry, and even if he does catch on,
But
Well-
does he know where we're
Trace it back.
located? Just because he is that how scry works? If you fail it,
Just the scryer, right?
Well, yeah, he would know that you're scrying on him, and then he could scry on you.
right?
ah,
There's a
Gotcha.
thing. What's it called? There's a spell that doesn't. It prevents scrying. I could cast that, and it's like an area of effect.
Well,
It's
there's-
called
Man
Mordenkainen's Secret Sanctum or something.
yeah, but also non-detect does it, but that's per person.
Yeah.
Uh,
if I
Scrying
cast it-
first-
Point of order, he's already met us. He could scry on us at any time.
Right, but
true. Now that we're in his plane of existence, he can. Only if he knows
Right.
we're in his plane of existence.
Yeah, I think we do want to try and have as much of the element of surprise as possible. Although, admittedly, we might lose it as soon as we enter the dungeon. I don't know how advanced his security system is, or if he has ways to detect us if we enter.
He's a lich. He probably has like what are those called? Defenses on his defenses.
Yeah, he's probably over-prepared. Which could be to our advantage. So here's my theory. Find where the dungeon is, find where the entrance is, and then just, like, trace along the ground, like, about 60 feet south of the entrance. Let's get a big drill and just drill straight down. And then we'll go right into a sanctum, drop a bomb in there, like that one action movie.
Is that how it works, Rich?
What's that?
We can just drill
Big drill?
straight down.
You'll hit dungeon eventually.
You got
We need a
shovels.
pretty strong drill.
then like the arcade eye and familiars did, and then we just dimension door.
Yeah. Assuming it doesn't have anti-teleportation traps, like they did in Tomb of Annihilation. But I don't know. I think
Well, we can always just walk around and see if there's any big baddie dungeons around here that everyone talks about.
we went down the fucking
Legends.
thing. We need to talk to
That's
people
what
first.
legends.
Yeah.
So someone has to go
Like
into town. Someone has to
folklore.
talk to people.
Like this guy's probably been here for like ages, like beforehand to set things up. He probably has. He probably like has this place as a base of operations like way before things happened on our plane of existence. Like I don't think he just popped in and was like, oh, let me just create this thing in like 5 seconds.
Well, yeah, but he also couldn't have been here that often. He had a kingly duty.
Oh yeah, that often, yeah. No, but I wouldn't doubt that maybe like at least a few decades that he's prepared ahead of time.
I believe there was something in chat. Let's see here.
Are we missing something critical, Rich?
No.
Like, is there some hint or tip you gave us last week?
No. You guys are
Okay.
doing the right thing.
I thought there might have been something
I couldn't
said.
remember if I told you how much time he's been there or not.
Hmm.
And I don't see anything that I did. Actually, it might be in World Anvil. I like to sneak things in there. All right. So you guys are gonna head out and talk to some people. Any particular like quarter of the city you're gonna head to, or
Is this what Geb looks like? The art you're showing us here in Foundry?
this is what Bard's Gate looks like.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yes.
Pretty
Huh.
industrialized then.
It's a
A lot
big
of
city,
trade
yeah.
going on here.
Oh yes, yeah. It's right on a river. So
What
river
kind of
runs
So I
through
mean,
it, kind of like Quebec.
what kind of districts are there in this big old town?
Let's take a look here.
I mean, somebody in here's got some kind of noble or something, right?
Yeah.
Or no, not noble, but you have like a place that
Upper
you can go
class,
for your background.
middle class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's let's see, if you ask around, you can there is Tent City outside the city, basically outside the walls. And that is where a lot of the travelers and the poor reside. Stable Row is pretty much where the animals are and all the mounts. Market District, self-explanatory. There's a Guild District, Temple District, the Docks, the Canal District. Let's see here. The Hill. And that is the Wealthy District.
Yeah, I remember we were talking right before the end about the fact that the train would be out of place, but not like the massive, oh my god, that every other world.
So is
there
this world kind of steampunkish?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Age of Reason, kind of.
Age of Reason, because it does look kind of like a London sort of like Gaslight style thing.
Yeah, it's not. It's Faerun level technology. There's the Underhill District where halflings and such live.
Well,
the
well,
North Wall, which is the cheap entertainment. So like
Well, is there like a curio district? A merchant shopping district?
yeah, that'd be the Market District for sure.
Okay.
And I have a question. What is the general temperament of the city? Like is it impoverished? Is it like doing pretty well? Does the climate kind of like make everyone jaded, or is everyone like kind of cheery? Like what's the general attitude of people?
Want to give me an insight check?
Oakley Duckley.
You're on game pause, doesn't matter.
No, it shouldn't.
I'm on my phone right now, so I'm gonna be rolling in the bot.
Let me pop back there. So 13.
13.
So it's got, I mean, it's your kind of run-of-the-mill city kind of attitude. You know, there's most of the people kind of walk by and ignore you without giving you a second glance. Every once in a while, you might get a second glance. You definitely want to keep your hands on your pouch, you know, just in case somebody, some thief walks by and tries to go for it. It's definitely that kind of, I guess, like a New York kind of city vibe. So everybody kind of stays to themselves. There's not a lot of open conversation. But every once in a while, I mean, there's not a lot of open conversation. You definitely see like people standing off to the side talking to each other, but it's not like people yelling across the street to each other.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
With that check, actually, I have an idea. Do you think we could do a skill go round where we each pick a part of the city and a skill to do there, and like try and like get some successes to pick up some info?
Cool. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's a good idea.
I kind of want to go to the Market District because, like,
Would you
like-
say? Sorry, Will. Go
I
ahead.
did. Like, I was I was thinking kind of because I'm from a merchant family, mostly, even though I don't have connections here at the New World. I kind of have
You can
the
walk the
general
walk.
idea of how market people work, as well as like you can buy more than just items. You can buy information too in a market.
All right, so Ark wants to go to the market district.
Well, that
Can
was my
anybody,
original plan, but
maybe I would have asked this before we got to this point, but can anybody give some the rundown about this person?
A Sararak?
Yeah.
So
Bloodwars.
yeah, sure. So a Sararak is, as if you know him as a Sararak, you know him as a Lich King who wears a very tall hat, like an evil looking Pope skeleton, and he's very evil and very powerful and is very paranoid. And has a lot of evil magic at his disposal, an army of the undead at his beck and call. If we're to believe he has some or all the powers of this tome we're looking for, the Tome of Incabulum, then he probably has a bunch of fiends in his service. And he flooded the world that we're from, melting. Yeah. So, and however, he also has another side, because apparently before he became a Lich, he was an elf named Asher Hologlossum. And Asher was a hero, an adventurer who later became king of a large portion of like a part of the continent or something. And he knew a lot about magic, so I guess he's probably the spellcaster of the group, so probably a wizard. I think you have to be a wizard in order to become a Lich, if I remember correctly from the intel we got. So he was an elven wizard before he died, and he defeated a bunch of fiends. So he probably, I don't know. I mean, this is just supposition, but he probably knew or was close to someone who had divine magic to know how to find what would quell them. Maybe he just did a lot of research, so that could mean anything. I think
so he was a good guy turned bad.
Yes,
Do we
exactly.
know if this was the original elf's homeland, homeworld? City,
Well, I might know that as a elf.
No,
I mean, if
he's
we looked-
originally from Sanguera.
I see. So asking these people about his elven identity probably wouldn't help around here.
I think that, you guys do what you want. I think that you wanted to check out the merchants as well. I wanted to go to the merchants, but not for that particular reason, though.
All right, well, so we're going to do like a skill challenge kind of thing.
Sure.
And so Ark's going to the market. Roger, where are you going?
I want to go to the tent city. Because if it's anything like, I'm recalling Sherlock Holmes, where he had the homeless network, because they go everywhere, they see everything. People pay them no mind. I bet if I maybe greased a few palms with people that aren't used to coin, they would probably be willing to cough up that info.
All right. Sam, where are you going?
What kind of military is in this town?
They definitely have a a city guard.
City guard? Do they have a regional army?
They do not.
Okay, I'm gonna sniff around for a bar that I can go talk to some city guards.
Okay, that would be in the Keep Quarter.
Keep?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, Sombra.
So I
to the
wanted
market district for.
Well, I actually wanted to go to a curio shop, look for rare and interesting magical items that possibly had been found by adventurers, to see if I could track down the source of these adventures, where they're from, if they're around, or if I could track down perhaps a map of ancient of the world.
Let me know if you find a holy avenger.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find one in a curio shop, but I'll look.
Hey, you never know.
Does that make sense, Rich?
Yes. Yeah. All right. Lawson, where are you going?
Lots of time to go anywhere. He's going to stay in the train and people to come to him and tell his stories, their stories, to get other people to tell adventure stories to him.
Okay, cool.
Show off baubles like the coins, the soul coins, and whatnot.
All right. Miles?
I know what I'm gonna do. I don't know where I'm gonna do it. So I'd like to go just give free healing, greater restros, cure wounds, whatever. Where would that be most appreciated?
Probably
Is there like
in,
a Le Hospital or?
either the Temple District or Tent City.
Roger's already going to the Tent City, so I'm gonna go to the Temple. Hopefully, it doesn't require any charisma check. I just want to get like heal people and ask them questions because I'm not good with charisma. Just have spells and money. I'm gonna mark down some money though for greater restro if I need to use any. You know.
I would assume there would probably be like lesser restoration because like the sick and diseased, stuff like that. Maybe some cure wounds for people that have like busted some stuff.
Just tell me what like how much money I need to use, Rich, and they'll use it.
Yeah, we'll come back around to you.
Yeah, I have a lot of money. Haha, because I stole Rogers.
Deal.
You didn't steal it. I gave it to you. I defy you to steal from me successfully.
I did, but like societally acceptable.
Incredible.
Woo.
Truly. Breathtaking. These fucking kids these days. Hey, how old is your character? Are you younger or older than me?
Yeah, I think he's like 18, which is easily old for a. It's easily old for a half orc. They die at 80.
Yeah, I was about to say.
At 80.
Many people do. They're like.
Well, like they die.
60
What is
would be particularly old for a half orc.
Half orc age. They rarely live longer than 75. They reach adulthood around age 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. You and me are the same age.
Sick.
Even though mine is because I was magically transformed into this age. But anyways,
Roger is 53.
Jesus, old boy. So like I don't know, in human years, maybe like 24.
In human years, but all the years are the same.
But they say that with dog years, Rich.
New lore just dropped. Half orcs. New optional race feature from Tasha's Cauldron. Orcs now experience time dilation.
What? Oh, you're just going straight out of freaking Outer Worlds?
All right, so each of these areas has a little blurb that I feel like might be useful to read to you before you decide what you're going to do. So, Ark, the Market District. The Market District is referred to as one of the adventurers districts because of its high population of visiting, fortune-seeking and explorers. The Market District gets its name from the fact that it was a location of the original open-air market outside the canals of the old city. Added to the city when the wall was first built, the Market District has kept its character as a location for merchants rather than craftsmen, filled with taverns and inns. The West Gate provides an exit to the city onto the tradeway to the Rem, which is the river that flows through it. The southern end of the quarter, near to the Canal District, is far rougher and seedier. This district was recently badly damaged by fire. So, what would you like to do here?
For Ark, I feel like he wants to. I forgot there was a term for it, but I don't remember what it is. It's basically like a head merchant that all the other merchants kind of like work through, or at least know of, do business with, on top of their own business. I kind of want to ask around, see if there's anyone like that here.
Okay, and so what skill were you interested in using? We're doing a skill check.
Persuasion.
All right.
With my diplomat feat, as long as I talk to people for more than a minute, I have advantage.
All right. Well,
because they are charmed.
And do it with advantage.
You're definitely going to be able to talk because that's the kind of person you are.
Yes, that is all me. So 16 plus 17, 33.
All right, 33. All right, let's see here. All right, so there is a pair of brothers, Tarkon and Kel. Oops, let's drop this in here, and then
You said Charkon?
Tarkon.
Archon. Okay.
I'm putting it in chat right now.
Okay. Thank you.
And they own the Sellsword Tavern. Sorry. So they are kind of an intermediary for the smugglers and the fences of the Thieves Guild and the market. So they are
What's up?
the people they would
I don't
go
smoke.
through.
Sorry.
Those are the people that you would go through if you wanted to get maybe illicit goods or something that wasn't necessarily on the up and up. And that is who the Thieves Guild, for lack of a better term, fences their wares through, like how they launder their wares.
Okay.
How they launder their underwears.
Oh gosh.
All right, and they are hill dwarves.
Oh, neat.
So they'll talk to you and give you that information. And then on my other window, there it is. And then they will let you know that a man named Asher Blossom arrived on the 18th of summer. So not the calendar here is way different, and I don't want to go into it for a session. So we're going back to our calendar, which is 4 months with 90 days each. It is currently fall, the 55th of fall. So this would be like about 100 days ago.
Okay.
What name is that?
Asher Blossom.
Asher Hollow Blossom is a Sararak.
Hollow Blossom.
Okay, so his elf name does make sense in this. It does ring
Indeed.
bells.
The menu doesn't match up exactly, but it might be because, kind of like how Dracula went by Alucard when he traveled around. Like maybe he modulates his name depending on what motel he's checking into.
Or, you might have got it wrong.
I'm pretty sure I remember it being Hollow Glossom when we were in a room, and I wrote it down. I got the fucking book somewhere. I'm gonna fucking.
I got the book too, buddy.
Oh yeah. Well, hang on.
You find those books. I want pics. I'm missing.
Sure, it didn't happen.
Yeah. I'm missing session reports. Find those books for me. All right, Roger.
Yes. It's Roger's turn. Roger's going to the tent city.
Tent City.
And they've used
All right.
persuasion so far.
This transient settlement began life as a semi-permanent encampment for travelers, barbarians, and nomads who live in the vicinity of the city. Outside of Bard's Gate proper, Tent City is rougher and more lawless, but is also a bustling trade center, where wandering merchants trade with tribes of nomadic horsemen, and contraband of all types changes hands away from the prying eyes of city authorities.
Got it. Okay. See, people, this is exactly what I was looking for. They go everywhere. People pay them no mind. They see everything. And if they cross their hands with some coin, then it might help. So, basically, I put it about, now how do I tie that to a skill? I'm just going to say I'm going to do investigation. I'm looking for...
So, you can spend money, cast spells, that kind of stuff too. Anything that is a resource you can use.
Totally. So yeah, I think coin is appropriate here, and investigation will be because I'm looking for like verifiable information, verifiable clues, like traces and stuff. Like if like people have info to show me, I want to look it over.
How much you gonna spend?
I'll spend more than these poor bastards have ever seen, probably. 500.
Don't ruin the market.
500. Okay,
Oh.
take a +5 on your roll.
Wow, how did I know that you were going to say 500? I knew you were going to say 500.
It's right in there.
Yeah.
We have the same instincts, probably.
Yeah. I have a question though.
Yeah.
Does our coin like rate
Gold's gold, baby.
suspicion? Okay,
Gold's
I was just making sure.
I mean, I'm like half of this coin is probably like from fucking Sigil or whatever.
Yeah, it's from all over.
Yep. They're like, what the fuck? Whose face is this? Where are you from? And you're like, Australia. Anyway,
From the
I
land
have no
down
fucking
under.
idea. I found it.
Australia.
from the land down under. Why is that funny? Never mind. All right, so
So you're a halfling.
yeah, sure. I got sunburned. All right, so I got a 30 in my roll, so that makes it 35. Investigation.
What are you rolling, boy?
Did it send it to Discord? It must have. It ended up in Friends of Ravnica coalition.
All right, so 35 you said?
Yes.
Lord.
Welcome to tier 4.
Right. Let's see here.
Take this off of that. Do not send to Discord.
What the?
It should have sent it to Foundry as well, but I don't know why it didn't.
All right. So yeah, a guy came through about 3 months ago. 3 of their months ago. And he pulled out hundreds of men and women and took them to build a fortress.
Hired them?
Yeah, he was looking for people from everywhere.
And he didn't care who he hired? Was it mainly people from the tent city?
No, it was people from all over.
All over to build what now?
Fortress for him.
Oh, just a fortress. Mm-hmm. I'm out there, but still.
God damn. Okay. And with that, do I get a location on the fortress?
No.
All right. Well,
No, because they didn't go.
because they didn't go, of course. And and more tellingly, nobody came back.
Oh,
That's scary.
They don't know. They're transient, so this is just what they've heard.
Okay, gotcha. Because that would kind of make sense in a scary sort of way, because somebody who worked there and then came back, be able to tell me. But if no one can tell me, he probably didn't leave any survivors. It's like, you gonna pay us? He's like, yes. Here is your reward, your eternal reward. And then after he killed them and raised them as zombies, he put them to work in the dungeon, gave them all a nice little uniform.
And now they keep his contraptions running, right?
Euro Disney. Yeah. God, so
Euro
fucked.
Disney.
All right. So I'm heading out to the Keep Quarter. The southern section of Central Island houses the government buildings. The Keep, the Brig, Stockade, and Jail. The main guild hall where all the guild's keeper burgers gather. High Burgers Hall where the business of the state is done. The hall of the solicitors and barristers. Barracks for the town guard. A number of storehouses. And more. This section started as one of the first portions of the city, and a keep to watch over the boat traffic up and down the river.
Okay.
So we've got persuasion and investigation have been used. What is it you would like to use?
Something unique, apparently, huh?
Yes, please. Again, you can use any sort of resource.
Okay.
Coins, spells, anything else. If I can give people swords from your
I'm
character
going
sheet,
to
whatever.
go to the drinking hole of the
Okay.
keep and go there and start chit-chatting with some of the folks in there that I think may be part of the city guard,
Mm-hmm.
and asking a few questions here and there. And I'll even I want to try and gear it towards like looking for information and putting it on a wager of a bet whether I can do something athletic. So just show something off in an athletic fashion to wager a bet for information on the elf character name.
So, with your newfound belt, I'm picturing you lifting kegs over your head,
Yeah.
and you're like, "No, I can take another one. I can take another one."
Like the
All right.
fucking the coolie in Kung Fu Hustle.
Give me an athletics roll then, please.
All right.
Bent double over like a sack of barrels, like twice his height.
Oh,
No, it's good. Don't worry.
eek.
There's like a barrel next to him on the ground. He kicks it up with his foot, lands on top.
Can I roll that again?
Not with a 2.
Well, but what's your bonus?
Well, with bonus, it makes it a 13.
Is that it? Is your strength set at 29?
Strength is a 21.
Should be 29.
29?
Give you that bonkers belt of his super giant strength. Did you grab the wrong belt?
Wouldn't we
I
get
don't
the
think
that belt on?
that does. It just that belt just goes up to 21.
Didn't you
Does
just
it?
get the belt of? I think you just got the belt of
Dwarven kind.
No. The one I
Dwarven kind
sent you.
buffs your con.
What?
The one I sent you. Did you add that one in Discord?
I think you're probably gonna have to go into his sheet, Rich.
Yeah, I didn't
will.
see what you sent me. Was that a direct message?
Yes.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Yes, that. That was seriousness.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say that I'm ignorant of all that. I didn't realize that that raised it so much. Let me just set the score there then.
Let's see. It should. Homebrew should automatically share into my thing, right? Tristan? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Even if you don't publish it, like I get that warning whenever I make an item and it won't let me publish it. It's like, hey, we can't let you publish this because it has like a reference to another item or a link to another spell. But it's cool because your items are automatically shared with your campaign. So that's what you're trying to do, and it's fine. I'm like, wow, you read my mind, D&D Beyond. But also, let me publish this funny meme item. Speaking of which,
so shall I roll again?
I have a spell later.
Sure.
That makes it a 15. All right. Did it go into Foundry? Okay. 25.
It did indeed. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, you find out indeed a man named Asher Hallblossom came through about 100 days ago. He recruited many men and women from all over town to build a fortress for him. and none of them came back. Some of them took families with them, but a lot of them assumed that this was going to be like a 3-month thing and then come back to their families. So there are definitely heartbroken widows and widowers spread throughout the city.
I fucking knew it.
Okay. And nobody can, after that serious note is dropped on him, he's going to try and play the sympathetic card and see if he can get a location of where this project happened.
Nobody knows.
At least a direction.
Nobody has any idea.
Okay.
All right. Sombra, heading to the market.
Yeah, so I'm going to go check out one of those. Is there any shops out there that are like curio shops, I guess is the question?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm looking for stuff that, maybe somebody had found or had seen in the past or, tried to sell, and see if I could get some information from them.
Well, are you looking for fenced goods?
Not necessarily fenced goods. I think just generally speaking, just goods. I mean, just like magical, curious things that would be found by adventurers, things that would be have been maybe even old maps. Something that would be potentially found on this plane, on this area, in this area. See if I could, like, hey, I guess you guys found out that he'd built a fortress. That was only a month ago, right?
100 days.
3 months ago. Okay, so I wonder if he was out here before then. Well, that kind of changes my strategy. I was thinking this would be an ancient, setting, like he had come here a long time ago.
What were you looking to find?
Well, sometimes adventurers stumble across stuff,
So some dude sold a sword here. What are you looking to get from it?
Like, where'd it came from? Where'd he find it? What's the location? Is there a way that I can find out who the adventurer was? Could I track him down? Things like that.
Yeah, stuff like that probably wouldn't. They wouldn't keep records of that, probably. I mean, they might know if it was like a popular adventurer.
Sure. Like, hey, this is place this guy's went to. I've been hearing rumors about it. Or hey, I have this odd item. I don't know where it's from. Maybe you could look at it, use your magical skills to figure it. I mean, whatever. Some kind of maybe even a barter system or something. I was just trying to find, I guess maybe it's a bad move.
All right. No, I can go with this. Yeah, what would you like to use? You want to use an ability or you want to use a spell?
I think that for me, I could use a legend lore spell. Like, hey, I have this item. It seems like it's but maybe a guy has something that he doesn't know what the heck it is.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, some adventurer brought it to him. Can't remember the guy's name, or it's just some guy passing through, but he said he found it, somewhere outside the city.
Yeah, something like that. I'm just trying to figure out, I'm just trying to find a place, because wherever there's going to be powerful magic, there'll probably be powerful magic items.
Yeah, so go ahead and mark the spell slot off.
Okay, hold on a second.
That also costs gold, right?
I think so. Hold on, let me find legend lore. Yeah, okay. We'll assume it's marked off. I'll cast it in a second. All right, there we go. Okay. Why does it say remove? Interesting. All right. Did it cast?
Yes. Well, I don't know.
Okay.
But yes.
In the page?
Let's see here. It does not look like it.
Oh yeah. OC.
Okay, I just clicked away from there. That's funny.
Okay. So
Foundry's running slow for me.
I say, well, I can offer you my services. I am a somewhat skillful wizard. If you ever run across items that you of unknown origin, I might be able to assist. But I am looking for some. I have heard some rumors of since we have our telepathic bond. I'll let him know. I'm looking for rumors of this individual, like who is built a fellow elf who appears to have built a new fortress.
All right, so he gives you like a cameo, right?
Mhm.
Like a pin thing.
It gives you a part in an upcoming film.
He
Yeah.
it's non-magical, but it's very expensive, and it looks like it's something that was passed down. And he is interested in finding the family that owns this, so he can return it to them for a fee, of course.
For what?
For a fee, of course.
Oh, okay.
He wants to get money out of the deal. So
Sure.
you tell him who the family is. He goes to the family and says, "I got this shit,"
Well,
and you can pay me
so
for
I
it.
basically So then I basically do legend lore on it.
All
I'll
right.
say, well, this appears to have come from a family of great wealth. And
The
whatever.
The last man who had it was named Derlin Amir, and he was one of the people who went to help build the fortress. He went by himself and left a widow behind. And you find out that this fortress that was built has been nicknamed the Tomb of Horrors because no one came back from it.
Ooh.
Bum, bum.
They don't know where it is. Nobody knows where it is.
It was built, but nobody actually knows where it is.
Rumors are rumors. It may not have even been built. He could have taken him to another plane. It could have been all taken by a dragon. Who knows? A fleet of dragons. That's what they call a lot of dragons, right? A fleet.
A fleet. Yeah, we'll go with that right now, for lack of a better term. Okay. Well, thank you for your assistance. If you find out anything else, then me and my party will be in the city. Okay, so Tomb of Horrors, we know that. We know it was built by a bunch of craftsmen who were moved there and then mysteriously all disappeared. What else do we know about this?
Project was started about 100 days ago.
100 days ago. Yeah, 100 days ago. Okay.
Let's see here. So, Lawston, hanging out on the train.
Yep.
Selling slightly used adventuring gear.
And getting people drunk.
Because why not?
So, tell me more stories. Yes, they'll use persuasion? Performance?
Well, let me offer a suggestion here. If you're getting people drunk, I believe you have a magic item that creates alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
So you could expend that use for the day.
All right.
Genius. It's pure grain alcohol.
That or we got mayonnaise or soy sauce. Your choice.
I don't have a
There's got to be a drink out there that we can mix those three things together.
Oh God. Ugh. You should make mayonnaise because then you could have dipping sauce for the bar food that you serve with the swill you have behind the bar. I'm like, oh my God, this stuff is amazing.
Wine.
It makes any disgusting food taste wonderful.
You weren't here for me telling everybody. There's 2 new alchemist jugs.
I heard about that.
You're kidding me.
Yes, there are. There's 2 new alchemist jugs. They ditch poison and acid. And so in exchange, one of them has boiling hot tea and the other one has soy sauce.
Of course.
I can't type with T now, by the way, now that I set the thing. So I have to,
You
it's a
should
bit
probably
annoying.
set it to tilde.
What?
You should probably set it to tilde.
What the
Top
hell
left
is
corner.
that?
Back tick.
That weird umlaut?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll set that today.
All right, so you find out from somebody. He's kind of a boaster, and he hears you talking about this kind of stuff, and he makes his way over and kind of hey, come over here, let's talk in private here. And he says this guy he talks to every once in a while, Doorkickers Mudhide. He is a dwarf. He is rumored to. This guy says that he went on the expedition with these people. He's the only one that came back. He says that he told me himself that this place is east of the city, but he wouldn't tell me where. He said, I've told you too much already. But supposedly he knows the location of it.
All right.
He says, I don't know if I believe him or not, but it's the information that I have.
Thank you much. Fill up his glass at least once, twice more.
All right. And let's see here. Miles, hanging around the Temple District. Let me pull that up.
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. Named for its many large temples, and most now defunct, this small district was once the heart of the city. But many of the older gods, such as Tyr and Mir, fell from favor, and their temples declined in favor of the gods of song and craft, whose temples were located elsewhere in the city. Today, many of the old temples stand empty, and some have been taken over by new cults or other occupants. And there is always people looking for healing in this area who can't afford it from the new gods.
Sick. All right.
New gods?
Literally sick.
I'm just gonna cure wounds, lesser restro, greater restro, whatever I need to do, whatever ails them. Just continuously do that, and then ask them questions once they're all healed up or during the healing process. Just where are you from? What do you do? Any gossip? Anything weird happened lately? Stuff like that.
All right, so you find out. Go ahead and mark off the spell slot, highest level, whichever one it is, of those you mentioned.
Level. Yes.
Greater. Doorkickers Mudhide was the best stoneworker in Bard's Gate.
All right.
Doorkickers Mudhide?
Best stoneworker in Bard's Gate. Got it.
All right. And that's round one. And we will start again. Ark, what would you like to do this round?
So, let's see. With our telepathy, we kind of learn all about this kind of stuff.
Correct.
This Mudhide, he's a dwarf, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Maybe I should use deception. I'm thinking using deception to, maybe say that I'm old friend of Mudhide, and I want to catch up with him.
Just in the middle of the street?
No. Remember that I was talking with these Archon and Kel. Maybe talk with them.
Right. But we're moving on from that. We're going somewhere else now.
Oh, we are. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Got it. Okay. Probably if there's any bars or anything like that in the market district, talk to bartenders, that sort of thing. Ark is not unfamiliar with the bar scene at all. That's kind of where he grew up in his teens, in his rebellious phase.
That would probably be more like the North Wall district.
Okay.
That's kind of where all the action is.
Gotcha.
Oops, did not mean to hit enter. All right. Roger, what are we doing?
Hey, so do I have to pick a new part of the city now, or?
Or you could stay in Tent City, but you need to do something different.
Do something different. Of course, I plan to do something different. But, I'll have to look at... Okay. There's the market, the Tent City, the Keep Quarter, the train, or the temple. And were there any other areas that I missed there?
Yeah, there were like 16 or 17.
Oh, Lord. Are they listed anywhere? Can I just read a short list of them?
No.
Would you care to write them down?
No.
All right, fuck me then.
Docks,
Okay.
Canal, the Hill, which is like the Halfling district, or the Rich district. The Underhill, which is the Halfling district. North Wall, again, that's kind of where the adventurers hang out. Let's see, the Bridge district is kind of like basically the bridges between. There's like an island in the middle of the city. That's the Keep Quarter. Thieves Quarter, Bard's College, the East Docks, which is the newer docks. Let's see here.
So there's the docks, the canal, the docks quarter, the canal quarter, the Rich district, Underhill where the halflings live, the Adventurers quarter, the Keep quarter, and the Bridge quarter, or the Bridge and Keep quarter are the same thing.
Nope, they're separate.
Okay. Bridge quarter, Thieves quarter, and Bard's College. Was there anything else?
Let's see here. Turlin's Well.
Turlin, what the fuck is that?
It's like it's a more cramped market district. It's older. It derives its name because of a man named Turlin who dug a well around the area to get fresh water, fresh clean water.
Okay.
And not straight river water.
Docks, Canal, Rich District, Underhill, Adventurers, Keep Quarter, Thieves Quarter, Bard's College, Bridge Quarter, and Turlin's Well.
There's also the Outer Quarter.
Outer Quarter.
And this is another, like, Adventurers District. But kind of on the lower end of the monetary scale.
Okay.
And then
Cheap Adventurers.
Yeah. And then Tent City, Stable Row, Market District, Guild District, Old Temple.
Market District. Guild District. And Old Temple District. Okay. So now I'm going to use that to choose where I go. So knowing all that, I want to go to Turlin's Well because it has the most interesting name. And I'm going to look at our skills.
All right, Sam, where are you heading?
Wait, what? Oh, right. We're choosing where we go first.
Right.
So I heard about widows and widowers, and I'm not trying to be creepy now. Come on, guys. And I'm wondering if I can, if somebody can point me in a direction of somebody who lost somebody. And I'm wondering if just, doing a mental tap to our magic users, whether or not it's possible through a loved one to speak with one of these missing people.
From Ark's perspective, like he remembers that not through the person themselves, but like through an article that the person owned. So like talking to the loved one, most likely you could probably get like a favorite watch, maybe their
Is
favorite
somebody
pillow.
in the party able to do something like that?
Probably either myself or Sombra.
What do you want to do?
Using an article of clothing or a personal item from one of them missing. See if we can get a bead on where they are.
Actually, so let's stop this right here because I made a mistake. The rest of this stuff is all specific to Dothik Mudhide. So you're gonna have to find him first to get any more answers. It's not difficult to find him, but it takes the better part of the day to find him. But you can track him down. He is drinking in an alley in Turlin's Well.
Oh.
So I should divert my energy to looking for this guy?
No, we are cutting the skill challenge. Dropping you guys in a well, or in an alley in Turlin's Well, standing in front of this guy who you found out
we
to
fucking
be
got him.
Dothik Mudhide.
The man of the hour.
He says,
Well.
I ain't got no money. You leave me be.
We do.
I'll feed it to the
friend.
Green Devils. The Green Devils.
wait. money.
We have money.
Ooh, I like money.
And
Give me your
a lot
money.
of
He like pulls out a
strong-
knife. Give me your money. Give it. Give me money.
I literally disarm him with a finger.
Give me my knife. Give me my knife.
How about, in exchange for this knife, I take you to a place where you can drink for free for the whole night.
Let's go.
Okay. He's trying to rob us.
Old American.
I don't know why, but I was like imagining that scene from Avatar that Iroh just like points out all the misgivings for his posture, and it's like, I'm trying to rob you.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy seems crazy. He's
Definitely.
ranting
I
about
love
Green
him.
Devils.
He's definitely not running at full capacity.
I wonder if a greater resto would ease his mind and make him more lucid.
He's a few beans short of a casserole.
Indeed.
Ooh. Great Restro, this man.
I think that'd be a good idea. We need clear answers. And something tells us our mutual friend, Mr. Hollyblossom, may have left a lasting impression on his poor mind.
Just use Zone of Truth. Get some good answers.
Well, they'd be true as far as he knows them, but if he's not lucid, then they're worth nothing.
All right. Fine. I'll smack him across the face and cast Greater Restoration.
It does nothing.
Great. There goes
Look,
100 gold pieces.
It's like, oh, you cured my sciatica.
Right. Seems a little less tired.
He's like, nice. It's great.
There goes,
Rared
my
and ready to
fifth.
drink again.
Well,
Yeah, Greater
my liver.
Restoration can't cure insanity.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what
Really?
it was for in Out of the Abyss, curing madness levels.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Let's do Rich, make a charisma saving throw.
It says, why am I making a Christmas saving throw?
Calm emotions.
He's not
Yeah, yeah.
That helps insanity in Wizard of the Coast.
What?
Yeah.
I fucking can't.
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything.
Oh. Well, I've done what I can.
However godlike we might be, we are still limited by our ability to communicate with others.
I can always
I like
cast
your
a
idea,
wish.
Yeah.
Would you like me to cast
So-
Zone of Truth?
Greater Restro says you can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1, or end one of the following effects: Charmed or Petrified, 1 curse, any reduction to the target's ability scores, or 1 effect reducing target's hit point maximum.
Oh, that's why. Because the madness Out of the Abyss was a curse. It's demon shit.
Oh, that makes sense then.
Yeah. So he's just regular crazy. Can't
Regular
help that. The Faerunian
Love it.
medical system fails once again.
Fucking okay.
I am once again asking you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Should I cast Zone of Truth on this guy?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Why are you guys trying to cast all these spells on me?
Because I'm a magical man.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone! I don't like Magic Man. The last Magic Man did something to me. I don't know what he did.
Well, I'm trying to
Fucked my
fix
mind.
it.
He fucked my mind. That fucking elf.
Okay.
Well,
We just want to
funny
know about
enough,
yourself.
sounds like a jackass I used to know back on our world.
He was a jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah, old fucking elf-looking elf fucker.
And he like all of a sudden like his eyes like open wide and he's like he recognized something, like something connected in his brain, like
Yes.
he looks at you.
To name his name again.
It's you. He told me you would come. He told me. You.
Ah, shit.
Did.
The red one.
The red one.
The cat.
The red one?
The dwarf. The orc. The mages.
Half-full.
He spoke of you.
Did he?
Oh, what did he say?
But he spoke of another orc too. And another mage. You seem to be missing them. He said you would come. He said you would come.
We have.
Okay. And then what did he say?
Then I'll take you there. I'll take